So I'm doing another video. I've been seeing some stuff lately. Now a lot of people have been calling me an alt-righter, and stuff like that. But I actually find I may agree with a lot of that, but I don't really affiliate with any political group, and I may go after liberals a lot. But I honestly, I'm starting to realize, I'm starting to learn a lot, and I've developed my opinion to the point where I don't really feel like I belong to any political group. Now, things that are going to be touched in this are trans things. Now, this is from the viewpoint of me as a cis person, but the key here is you have to listen to everything I'm going to say. If you do this, I'm hoping that one day people will be able to see the way I do, because I find not a lot of people do. I find there's so many people stuck in the narrative where they feel they have to pick a side, the left or the right or the middle. They have to choose their stance, and they have to be one or the other. But the thing is, after a while, you start to see that you don't have to fit into those categories. You can be your own thing, politically anyway. And that's fine. Now, the other thing I want to talk about today are, well, I'll just start with the transgender thing. First of all, I think biologically, there are only two genders biologically, like physically, as far as chromosomes work, as far as that works. However, I do feel, no, because the mind is so complex, a lot of things we think in our mind they become a reality for us, and that's how these feelings go. Now, whether being transgender is a mental illness or not, I don't care. If it is or it isn't, it doesn't matter to me. The results are the same either way, you know. You can't get mad at someone for a mental illness, and what's the point of getting mad at them about how they feel if it doesn't affect you at all? To be perfectly honest, there isn't really a reason. I mean, I don't pick on gay people. I mean, I've said words before, like, you know, bad words and stuff like that, like race. I've said racist words before, but I don't see anybody differently. Like, I don't see anyone differently. I don't see people of different skin color as a different race. We're human. That is our race. That's the race we belong to. We're sentient, thinking beings. Therefore, we are people. And down to a certain point, I think we need to get along more, is what we need to learn to get along. I think that would be very beneficial for us as a society if we were all able to get along. Now, what I'm going to talk about is kind of, because the mind makes something real, these gender things might as well be real for these people. And whatever your opinion is on this, however you feel, whether you be transgender or whether you think there's only two genders, I respect your opinion. You are very welcome to your opinion here. I will never ever silence your opinion. I might debate it, which is my right, but I will never ever silence your right to speak on this page. And I want you to know, if I ever say something, do not feel as if it is an obstacle, to your free speech. I can say whatever. You could also just choose to ignore me and just say whatever you want. Realistically, me saying something you should not feel that it could stop you at all. It should not. Nor should it anywhere. What anyone says should be able to stop you from saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do. Because, quite frankly, the only thing that really gets stepped on in a lot of these political and tough topics is feelings. But if you don't give in to those feelings, you know, if something someone says that would be hurtful, if it doesn't matter to you, why does it matter? If someone says something, if you're a black person and someone walks up to you and says, "You're a goddamn filthy nagger," well, you could get mad at them, and I wouldn't blame you for doing it. I wouldn't blame you for knocking the guy the fuck out. Or the girl. You never know. I mean, if someone's gonna call you if someone's gonna call you a nigger or a kike or a Jew or something disgusting like that, then, you know, yeah. You do what you gotta do. but you can also choose to walk away. You can also choose to not let it affect you. Now, I know a lot of people, some people have mental illnesses where that it just doesn't happen that way, and I'm sorry, but for those of you that can, make the effort, see. If you actually try it, you may find that you like it a lot better than wasting your time on these people that obviously aren't worth very much if they're coming up to you, not even knowing you, saying these things to you. The point is today, no matter what anyone says to you, what matters to you should be you. Whether you're, whether what you've come to my channel for, whether you're completely on the far right or all the way to the left, whatever your ideology are, whether you're Muslim, Christian, pagan, whether you're of the Native American faith, I forget what that's called. I don't know the official term for it. I've learned a little bit about it, though. It's actually quite interesting. But that's not the point. Whatever you believe, you're welcome to this channel. And I may debate you, I may say things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I am against you. And as well, when I say something, it is very important, because I'm very, very deliberate with my wording, or I try to be. When I say something, it is best to take it as literal as you can. To take in the entire meaning of what I'm saying in you, not just to know it, but to understand it. And it's also good to not jump to conclusions on this channel, I find, because